The third area that I want to look at and that we obviously want to avoid is burnout. You'll see on the slide there is a picture there of all the things that happens to your physiology when you have too much cortisol and adrenaline, the two stress hormones. And often I have clients come to me and they've been to a whole raft of doctors because they think they're having a heart attack or they think there's all these physical things going on, and it's just the impact of these stress hormones on their body. And of course, if you don't look after yourself, if you don't do that healthy self-care, then it can get overwhelming and you can end up in burnout. There's three aspects to these, three criteria for burnout. So one is emotional exhaustion. The second is you just don't care anymore. You've gone into ministry to be passionate about people and you just start to not care about them. And the third is you start to feel like you're not doing a good job and you feel incompetent. So they're the warning signs if you're sliding down that part of the continuum. Part of what you have to do if you feel you're sliding down there, of course, is boundaries. And in family systems theory, we talk about being careful not to overfunction. So overfunctioning for others is when you're doing things which really they are responsible for or it's their job. And when you're overfunction for others and you don't set good boundaries, you often underfunction for self. So you're not doing that good self-care. You know, you're too busy to exercise because you're running around doing everything for other people, for example. The only solution to burnout is time out. It might only need to be a few days, it might need to be a few weeks, it might need to be more, but you need just a total break. You will recover, but you might need to flag that you need a little bit of a rest. But the really good news with burnout is it's not inevitable. Sometimes I feel like people who are in ministry, because it does require so much self-sacrifice. My husband and I were in ministry, parish ministry, for more than 20 years. I've lived this. I know, I understand what's involved in terms of the hard work and self-sacrifice. And sometimes you can start to feel like it's inevitable that I'm going to burn out. But I want to encourage you in this last final section that God has actually equipped our bodies with ways to cope with hard work and self-sacrifice.